playoffs in a long, long time. This year they retired Kobe Bryant's two numbers, number 8, number 24, but you forget how long it's been. A lot of young pieces. We'll see if Luke Walton can get them over the top.
Well, they may not be winning championships, but you love the fact that they're moving in the right direction. They have 35 wins in the 2017-2018 season. That's the most wins they've had in their franchise since 12 and 13. That's incredible, and they're doing it with youth. Young assets. You think about Lonzo Ball, Rob Pelinka, and Magic Johnson took a chance on him with the second pick in the draft. He's done exceptionally well his rookie year. Got a couple of triple-doubles, really found his way. It's going to be great to see. A young point guard go against a veteran like CP3, who we all know is fiery defensively, will try to make life difficult for Lonzo bringing the ball up the court.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Lonzo Ball guarded by CP3.
Screen.
And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Who left in Houston? Luke Bamute to the Clippers, Trevor Ariza to Phoenix. So, Jay, how do the Rockets adapt without two key wing defenders this year?
Well, other guys need to step up. I think you need to see P.J. Tucker step up. Gerald Green, we all know how explosive he is offensively, but he needs to make that applicable to the defensive end. Michael Carter-Williams is another big acquisition. He's a bigger guard who can use his length to deter shots. And also another kid, Markel Brown. He played at Oklahoma State. Extremely athletic, explosive on the perimeter. If these guys can do it by committee, that might be enough to eclipse the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row. He was locked in. That was impressive. They get it to Kuzma. Down low. Hart. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lonzo Ball with the rock to Josh Hart. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James matched up with Knight. From the painted area, won't go down. Knight into the front court. Lead is 2. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Rondo into the front court. They'll run the offense.
Let's go.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just like Linsanity in New York. Kuzmania took L.A. by storm his rookie year. There's no doubt he has crazy talent, but it's his heart that endears him to the fans and his teammates. Even though he was drafted late in the first round, Kyle Kuzma is the one.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To James. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Tucker to Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul. The pass taken away by the Lakers. LeBron James 2 for 2. That's what you want. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Goes reverse to lay it in. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's James controlling the offense. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2.
Hey, good shot.
Knight into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. And scores. Strong take.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
LeBron into the front court. It's a one-point game, 13-12. The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
The shot denied by Harden. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Only one quarter in the books, Jay. Defensively, what needs to be tightened up?
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game, because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Paul goes to the right side. To P.J. Tucker. Deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive.
Screen coming, get mine.
On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Rondo against Chris Paul. It's rejected by Tucker.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Shot from the lane won't go. The shot rejected by James.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
LeBron James sizing up Eric Gordon. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
LeBron James. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Knocks it down from mid-range. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument that the Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. But also, I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season, but those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Ball with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. JaVale McGee. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Paul.
Double team. Here we go.
Here's a chance from long range. It's LeBron with the rebound. Lakers at the controls right now. James against Gordon.
Got him. Good track, good track.
To Ball. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Give him 2 points. High percentage. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Has a chance. Ingram's shot won't go. Paul into the front court. 9-point margin. To Harden. Curling inside. Nothing going here on that drive. To Capella. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Clint Capella at the line for 2 shots. A career 48% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
Shot, baby. Good shot.
Two for 2 on that trip. LeBron into the front court. His team up by 7. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
You hear a lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell, but Kyle Kuzma is probably one of the biggest surprises in the draft last year. Averaging around 16 points per game and became an all-rookie first team after being drafted 27th overall.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
LeBron matched up with Harden. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Lakers ball. Lonzo Ball, guarded by CP3.
Hey, left.
To Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Paul with it up top. Down a bundle. To P.J. Tucker.
Double team.
That's out. Last touch by Josh Hart. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden in possession. His guys down big. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Tucker to Capella. There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony and Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with two pass-first type PGs and James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
It's Paul for two. Ooh, crisp ball. Now 4 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead.
Watch the pick. You see it. You see it.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Ball. Won't go down. Defenders lucky he wasn't called.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. James Ennis. A couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Los Angeles, they have it. LeBron here against P.J. Tucker. Down for McGee. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Chance for Paul. Ooh, crisp Paul. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee to James. Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
LeBron James sizing up Ennis. Lets it fly from long range. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James Harden. And McGee there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James matched up with Harden. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Kyle Kuzma had made his first couple, but he misses there. Cashes in for two.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court comes Rondo. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Here comes the screen. Rondo here against Nene. And the denial.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Knight into the front court. He'll run the offense. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Paul. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's James controlling the offense.
Screen on your right. On your right.
To Stevenson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Eight-second violation. It's going the other way. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 17, P.J. Tucker. Entering the game for the Lakers, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
James buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
I got ball. I got ball. I got so far.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
James, defended by Tucker.
Right into it. Right into it.
Here comes the screen.
Pick coming.
James. Ingram matched up with Nene. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Paul to Harden. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ingram guarded by Nene. To Ball. Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good. Paul to Harden. 4-3. He missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
LeBron James matched up with P.J. Tucker. Chandler's shot won't go. Nothing going here on that drive.
Here we go. I got him.
James Harden trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Visit our team website for the latest news, videos, interviews, and features.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. LeBron here against P.J. Tucker. Has a look. Just not going down. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Goes to the right side. To P.J. Tucker.
There you go. Watch him. I got you right here. Right here.
LeBron into the front court. The lead is 15. Fights through traffic to slam it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
Watch that cutter.
James, defended by Tucker.
Screen coming. Watch out.
Curling inside. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Ball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Lakers at the controls right now. For three. Can't connect. It's no good. Nene to Harden. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LeBron James matched up with P.J. Tucker. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Paul into the front court.
I'm here.
14-point deficit.
Make it tough on him. I got help. I got some help. Go.
2-point shot for James Harden. He's looking for that touch. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.